He got his start at the Second City Improv Theater in Chicago. You might have seen him on MTV. Welcome Joe Anderson, everyone.
So like I said, we drive around a ton. You see a lot of things. I'm from Michigan, and we're not really supposed to talk about this out of state, but we are struggling. Yeah, don't tell them that I told you. But we are like, I know it's tough all over, but we've got like one of the worst economies, like crazy high unemployment, and we're one of the fattest states, because we eat when we're sad. It's the whole state. But there's some good news. Light at the end of the tunnel. There are a couple cities in Michigan that have been ranked recently nationwide. Some of the best cities in Michigan are the best to retire. Best in America, best cities to retire. Which means Michigan's still a great place to live. As long as you're almost ready to die. Yeah, I like that. I see stuff driving around that I don't see in Michigan. One of the things I really like is we were over in Colorado, and there's mountains and stuff, and so there'd be signs like falling rock zone and falling rocks. If you're from a place where those signs don't exist, and you're driving along and you see a sign that says falling rock zone, oh shit, really? What? It's like you just drove into a video game or something? Do you have no idea what that means? It's like, what is that? How often? Are we positive they're falling? Any chance they're being thrown? Like, can we figure this out? But the thing is, I don't see the purpose for a sign that says falling rock zone, because it seems like if you are going to die because part of a mountain fell off and crushed you, it's gonna be a surprise. Right? It doesn't seem like you'd see that sign and then be like ready to dodge rocks. It seems like the only purpose for a sign that says falling rock zone is so if you do die in that zone, you won't be confused about what just killed you. Because it seems like you'd be driving, you'd just be driving along, you wouldn't see it coming, all of a sudden something would fall on your car. And then while you're being crushed to death, because of that sign, instead of your last thought being, what the hell? It would be, oh, that's probably one of those rocks.
As a guy, we're just gonna kind of assume it's a baby size. Pretty small. That's really all the information we need to know. What else? Also another one that's funny is, like, when it comes to doing jobs, like, when there's a task to accomplish, like, girls look at jobs as one job. As a guy, we immediately break it down into parts, right? So like for a girl, taking out the garbage, that's one job. For a guy, taking out the garbage, that's one job. Putting a new bag in, that's a different job. And we will get to it after we rest from job one. Let's see what else. I skipped around at the beginning, so I kind of got all messed up. How about, are there any twins here? Anyone here part of a twin set? Oh, a whole bunch. I got one here, and you two? Yeah? What's your name? Norma. And is your twin here?
No,
she was TCU? Where is that? Fort Worth? That's like the other end of Texas. Did you guys plan that? Like you have like as much distance as possible in state? I mean, kind of, maybe, a little bit. What type of twin are you? Identical? Awesome. Right? It is, right? Are you twin too? And what's your name? What did you say? Andre? Andrew? Okay, Andrew. And what type of twin are you? Fraternal. But that's true, like Andrew knows that that's what happens, like, because when you find out someone's a twin, and you ask them what kind, if they say they're identical, like your natural instinct is, that's awesome. Right? Because that's kind of like science fiction. Right? If they've got a doppelganger just also walking around. Right? But if you find out someone's a twin, and you ask them what kind, if they say fraternal, then your first instinct is, oh. Just fraternal. So you guys just look different? I guess that's still cool. My only real life experience with twins, and it wasn't anything weird, was I was at at a restaurant and there was a mom there with her two fourth grade twin daughters, waiting for a friend, and the friend finally shows up and the mom says, "Oh, I'm glad you've come to lunch. These are the twins." And the friend said, "Oh, are they identical?" I'm sitting right there. I want the mom to go, "I don't know. You tell me, what do you see? You see two different kids or the same kid twice?" Gives it away.
You see signs like "watch for children" or "children at play," these warning signs. But we were in this little village in Vermont, and I don't know if they paid by the word or something, but their signs just said "watch children." That seems risky. Like splurge for another word, some punctuation, something. Because I'm worried about the same thing I'm hoping you're all worried about. I'm worried that there's some pedophile in prison. He's been in prison for 20 years, hasn't seen civilization for 20 years. But he's finally going to get out and he's going to turn his life around, but he gets out and he sees that sign. He's like, laws have changed. I know. So I got a marker and I wrote the word "out" in between, so it said "watch out, children."